What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some more DD2. Now, I'm continuing along on my Nightmare 4 playthrough, and I'll be honest with you, I'm a little bit nervous about this one. Siphon Site D. Now, it's the first step up. You see, iPower 900, and I'm sure I'm way overgeared for it. I don't think I've ever really done this map, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna try to keep all the objectives, of course. And I don't know what to expect of this one. Now I'm gonna stick with the EV2 Archer theme throughout this playthrough. And they're a little bit on the beast side right now, of course, so it shouldn't be a problem getting this done. Now 1000 DU I have. And you would think there would be lots of places to really take advantage of the archers, but as far as hitting from both sides, but to be honest with you, it doesn't seem like there's really that many. Like across here, of course, we can set them up to fire into that area and hit this area at the same time. Anyway, let's just go ahead and start building it out. What do I have along here? See, I think we're going to need... I'm going to try to go without blocks. I'm not sure if that's going to work or not, but we will see here. Let's see. Let's see how much... Alright, so it's going to start us with 1100. So we've got the 1000 plus another 100, which is kind of nice. Alright, now let's see here. I kind of wanted to boost some archers right across the top here. Let's give that a whirl. I'm not really sure where the ideal placement should be as far as archering up a buff beam up here. But we will see, that's for sure. Let's see, let me go ahead and slap some archers in here while we're here. Now I want to make sure I'm covering both of these entrances. So, I think right about like that. Yeah, it looks pretty good, actually. So, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to angle these archers right to the corner up top here to, am I going to be able to fit another one? I think I may have had some bad buff beam placement. There was a little window there. Where are you? The slightest little spot. Anyway, that's going to give a little bit of coverage there anyway. Now, is there any other spots? I don't think archers here would be very effective. You know what? I think I am going to have to bring the monk into the mix. Now, assuming I'm going to have some flyers, like I said, I've never done this one. I've done it on Onslaught about a bazillion times. And I always went with two lightning R's right there, and that really helped deal with the flyer situation. Let's see. Let's get back to these archers here. I'm wondering, do I want to put any up here? They're going to be able to fire directly down into them. However, if I go here on the top of the stairs with, say, let's just say 2 archers right there, it's still going to hit the flyers, plus it's going to fire into down below. So that's good. In fact, I'm going to squeeze those over and go 3. Since I'm not using any blocks, I need to have a little bit of stopping power right there. Now for right here, I guess they can catch the backside just a little bit. Just like that. Let's go with 3 right along here as well. I don't like having to stuff this one all the way down there, but... Because I know that it's not going to shoot over this rail. I think they're going to fire into the rail when the baddies are right here at this spot. But we do have another area up top here where we can get a little bit more dual coverage. Let's see, do I want to try to go farther over even? Come on. Let's see, let's go like about right there. That's going to give me a bit more coverage there. Now, like I said, this is a bit of an experiment as I play through this. I'm not sure if this is going to work or not. I think I actually have pretty ample coverage as far as archers go. Now we've got what, 1, 2, we've got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 possible entrances for ground mobs, and I know I'm going to need, actually I'm going to need some serenities as well. Hopefully I didn't eat up too much of my DU here with all those archers. Let's see, we're going to have to blow those serenities up a little bit. And let's see. I'll go ahead and put one right here. Now, I wanted to try to get some sort of double coverage out of this one, but I'm not sure how effective that's going to be. Let me see how far that... It's actually looking extremely effective. It's blocking way down there, so that's good. And then we slap one right here. That leaves me 300 DU left. And I believe I've got everything covered. Yeah, it looks like everything's covered with serenities. So, alright. So if I have 300 left and 4 entrances to cover, that's what, 70 on 2 of them? And 80 on 2 of them, I believe. Let's see, let's go ahead and get it started here. The protons are the way. So here's 50, 60, 70, 80. I'll put an 80 DU proton there. Now I think this one has got a bit of a stretch where we can actually... I think I'm going to go a little lighter on this side. We'll go with a 70 right here. Something like that, maybe. We'll see. And then here, I believe as well, can go with a smaller one. Where do I want to go with these? Let's just go right here. That's looking good. And that leaves me 80 DU, so I can actually load this side up pretty good here. And of course we know we got a choke point right there where they're all going to be coming through. So let's take advantage of that choke there. And I'm not positive. I might have to put a little work in on my DPS character with this this setup. But we'll see. There's a nice little choke right there with archers firing into it. In fact, let me go ahead and throw a couple of buffs on some of these archers. Now, do I have a DPS? Yeah, I've got some deeps with me. And let's see if this works. May not work at all. We'll have to see here. Actually, I bet it's going to hold up fine, because it's still kind of... It's a step up above the entry-level Nightmare 4 difficulty, but it's still pretty darn low. These should be some pretty easy mobs to take down. Yeah, looks like these lightning arrows are definitely going to do the trick up here. They're going to give me a nice little little boost. Plus, they're just getting the rain of death there from those archers. You know what? I don't think anything's going to make it down here. Certainly not in the first wave, anyway. Waiting on bads. Come on, baddies, where you at? No need to hide. Come on out. There we go. See how this side looks. You know, this side's doing alright. Well, then again, this may actually be my weakest side here. But I can't imagine anything is going to make it all the way to the pressure valve. That's a lot of archers to get through. Speaking of, let's get these bad boys buffed up. So we're looking good there. Get it up on that buff beam. Now these R's up here, I'm definitely going to have to pay attention to. They're not going to take too much damage right out of the gates. But, yeah, okay, there we go. We've got a few flyers this round. Nothing to be overly alarmed with, but there are a couple flyers coming through. Alright, and this should be another face-melting build. You know what? I hate it when I do this. I forgot to switch pets. I wanted to continue to level up my little golden sword there. I don't think these flyers are going to make it past those Aras and these archers. Oh yeah, the archers are just destroying them. So we're looking good here. So this proton is probably unnecessary. Could have went with something different there. Let's see how this ogre fares, though. Is he going to make it? Nah, he's taking some damage. He's actually he was getting hit from those archers up top from a nice range. See, a lot of them are going to fire into the pole, and they're right here, but right at the start of the protons anyway, they're going to get smashed up. Alright, let's see here. I want to get everything upped at least once. No point in upping that proton, but what the heck. And let's get these a little more level on those guys. What else we need? Let's get a little level on these two. There we go. So if I haven't actually made the video yet, but I finally put together, or actually just using the existing Steam group. So keep an eye out on the channel. I'm going to do a video on how to join the Steam group and what I'm going to use it for. Since I am going to, I went on and made the call, and I'm going to be playing primarily on the PC. Still going to be some PlayStation fun in there, but everything's coming on the PC a little bit in advance, even when it's fully caught up by what Trendy's current standard. They're still saying that the PC is going to be a week ahead. So anyway, just so I can always get the newest Dungeon Defenders 2 content out there, I'm going to be focusing mainly on the PC, which, you know, I need to get my Steam group to work. And, you know, you join the Steam group, and then if I have any live streams with viewers, then that's how you will get hooked up. Hooked up in the group. And don't, for those PS4 viewers, don't be disheartened. I'm a complete full-blown addict of this game, and I mean really for the last 6-8 months I've kind of gone in waves back and forth between the two. So there will definitely be some PlayStation love in the mix as well. It's not going to be all PC. But I am going to be checking out all the newest content first on the PC for certain. Alright, let's see. Let's just continue to throw around some of these ups. 500 left. Let's get these guys a little juicier. Looking good. And then I'll actually probably do it. This ended up being surprisingly easier than I thought it was going to be. Now the mob levels, of course, are a little bit down, as this is just a step above entry-level Nightmare 4. It's not the absolute entry level, but it's just a tiny bit above. So the mob difficulty still isn't quite there. And then, of course, the EV2 and the Abyss Lord are both touch on the OP side right at the moment. More than a touch, probably. That's pretty well known for those of you guys who say, oh my god, the EV and the Abyss Lord are so OP. Yeah, they are right now, and Trendy has acknowledged that, but it's all part of the new strategic revamp that's going to be going into play throughout this year. And that is, you know, the 4 original heroes are going to get redone, and they're going to be in par with the Abyss Lord and the EV2. Plus, of course, the difficulty changes to the maps. Now, it's not going to be just juice them up and give them higher, you know, health and make them hit harder or whatever. It's a full revamp. Mobs are going to get new abilities and all kinds of good stuff. So it'll be exciting to see once it's there. But in the meantime, you might as well take full advantage of what you got right here in front of you and just completely get all your heroes decked out in the most current gear. I don't know what the cap is right now you can get to. It's probably, I want to say probably like 765-ish. I'm guessing. Not 100% positive at all there. This Slekellion is slowly going to creep his way down, and I still got 2 more waves of him. So definitely going to make sure we're dealing with him quickly. In fact, I'd like to keep him in that proton beam, but I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to make that work. Looking good. And then I've been getting a lot of comments as well from people asking about my stream schedule. And sadly, right now, you know, in the job that I have, I work really, really late at night most nights. And my streaming times are a little awkward. Now, currently, I'm off on Friday nights. And Fridays have been an ideal day, you know, to do some streaming. But I am normally not quite in a position to until really late. So a lot of times I won't even start until like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. Pacific time. But of course I'll always highlight the streams and archive them. If I didn't stream to YouTube and I streamed to Twitch, I'll make sure to chop those videos up and send them over to the YouTube channel. So anyway, my answer, I guess, to that question is I do not yet have a set schedule. I you know, working the oddball hours, and you know, one of the problems too is the wife works some oddball hours as well. She actually works way later than I do even. Now I work really long shifts. I usually go in at 2 or 3 o'clock and get off at 2 or 3 in the morning. She doesn't go in until either 7 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night. So she's working till really, really late. And of course, after I get off, I'm usually pretty beat down and ready to just kick back and relax a little. And I wake up right about the time, or not wake up, but I get my second wind right at about the time she is going to start getting home. And then not after too much longer after that, it's time to go to bed and rinse and repeat, do it all over again. So, yeah, anyway, I don't have a set slot for live streaming. Now, of course, I'll have new content on the channel. I try to get something on the channel almost every day. I'd love to be able to do 2 uploads a day, but I just don't have enough hours in the day to make that happen, unfortunately. Where's Maltheus is getting wrecked by those archers up top. And this is wave 6, got 100 baddies left. Ooh, I wonder how high up in there you can get. I'm sure it's blocked. Let's try it out. No, no, yeah, it's blocked. You can't get up in there. That would have been cool as hell if you could have got up there and shot down at him. You'd have been out of range of most of your weapons, I think, but would have been cool nonetheless. And just a couple more episodes and we'll be into some of the higher difficulty maps. Like I said before, this is not quite entry-level Nightmare 4, but it's just barely a step above entry-level as far as difficulty of the mobs. So, still pretty easy. Glad I was able to do this with no blockades, and I said I was going to try to keep all the objectives on this playthrough. The only one I'm really concerned about is the Temple of Necrotic, just because I've never tried. I've never tried to hold all those. But it'll be interesting. It'll be worth a shot if I'm able to keep all the objectives up to that point. And of course I'm going to have to go for it, being that's the last map on the list. Alright, Wave 7, Slick Kellyon, forgot about him. He's going to get hammered by these archers though, yeah. Whew. Combination of those archers and proton beams is just brutal. And then buffed archers on top of it. Those guys up top are really packing a punch. And they're handling all the flyers. I think everything's pretty solid. It's going to hold up, no problem. I'll give some assist on the boss mobs when they come. But besides them, I think I'll just let it run here. Getting some drops here. Let's see what the item power is on this one. Yeah, there's a 634, so that's still on the low side there. I'm gonna... Ooh, is he gonna live? Is he gonna get to me? While I'm assuming the position here? Ooh. Nope, I got him. And the other one got mowed down by the archers. So 60 baddies left and it's all over. No problem with the flyers there. It wasn't really necessary to put them up top. I was originally thinking I'd put them up here and they'd have such a long range to fire into them. But then it restricts the access to here for the most part. Put it at the top of the stairs. They got a little bit longer to go to get to your archers. And looks like that's going to do it. So there was a look at Siphon Site D on Nightmare 4. And just another addition to this Nightmare 4 playthrough. And excited to get to the next map. So thanks for watching. Click that like button. Please subscribe. Oh, a crappy purple chest. I'll see you soon.